Hello and welcome to another video on Decode Africa Biblically. The question I'll ask today is, are Dead Sea Scrolls 2000 years old? Before I tackle anything, I would like to read Genesis 25 verse 27 to 28. It reads as follows. The boys grew up and Esau became a skillful hunter, a man of the open country, while Jacob was content to stay at home among the tents. Isaac, who had a taste for wild game, loved Esau, but Rebekah loved Jacob. I have made a reference to the source to this Qwabe and Zulu summary history. Just check the description below. If you don't know or understand Zulu, simply copy the text in that website and paste it on Google Translate. The translation will not be 100% accurate, but you will understand the story. Here I just screenshot the English summary, and it reads as follows. Qwabe was one of the sons of Malandela, and the surname Qwabe originates from his son, this son. Qwabe was a brother to Zulu, and they have the same history. Qwabe was good in hunting. I hope you see I have highlighted hunting, and spent most of his time away from home, and he neglected his responsibilities as a firstborn son, of which were done by Zulu, who was younger than Qwabe. There were a lot of family discussions about this, and Qwabe decided to leave his family homestead and settled near Umhlatuzi River at the bottom of Ngoyi Mountains, and he named his crown Mthandeni. From the Qwabe clan, other surnames were formed like Gumede. Okay, my mom was a Gumede. Okay, Mnguni, Simamane, Khuzwayo, Makanya, Nqetho. Kondlo and Phakathwayo are the some of the leaders of the Qwabe clan. There are other Gumede people who are not from the Qwabe clan, but from Manukuza clan and Siqalaba clan. Okay, my mom was a Gumede and she was from the Qwabe clan. So that one I have heard of the history, oral history, and I believe it. Here I will just show you my observation from the comparison. According to the Bible, Esau is the old son, but according to the Zulu history, oral history, Qwabe is the old son. According to the Bible, Jacob or Israel is the younger son. According to the Zulu oral history, Zulu is the younger son. According to the Bible story, Esau is a hunter. According to the Zulu oral history, Qwabe is a hunter. According to the Bible, Jacob stays at home, but Zulu story says Zulu stays at home. Jacob or Israel inherits by trickery, but the Zulu history says Zulu was given inheritance by his mom. It was not through trickery. His mom saw that he was a responsible one and gave him her inheritance. Her livestock. So since the stories seem so misaligned in terms of the names, because it talks about Esau being in the field, but when you're looking at Esau and Qwabe, they don't have any common letters. So I will then try to correct or merge the names according to how I see would make sense. So the correct match for the story will be Israel and Qwabe, Esau and Zulu. Okay, so since I have done the correct matching, now I will move on to scrambling or unscrambling or decoding the name Qwabe. In the Bible, it's Israel and unscrambled, but Qwabe is shorter than Israel because it has R, and in Zulu we don't have R letter. So the R's that we say now are the new words that are coming or borrowed from other languages. But originally Zulu did not have any R. So here I've added R, and now you will have Qwabe to Qwabe. And then I have just scrambled the letters to make it match Israel. Let's see how it goes. So I will match it with Q, S I'll match it with W, R I'll match it with the R that I've added, A I'll match it with A, E I'll match it with E, and L will then be merged with B. So now let's move. So we're solving the name again. We're taking now the Qwabe back to Israel to see how it will have been done. Q was turning to I, W was turning to Earth, R remained as added, A remained as there, E remained, B was turned to L. Okay, now that we have done Qwabe, we're now going to move to Zulu. We will leave Esau according to what it is in the Bible and will just scramble Zulu. And I have made it to be LZUU. I can't pronounce it. It's a word that I will not be able to pronounce. So let's see how this works. E with L, S with Z, A with U, U with U. All right, we're gonna play around with the letters to see how it worked. L was turned to E, Z was turned to S, U was turned to A, U was left, so it remained. Qwabe and Zulu history age. According to history, Qwabe and Zulu story only happened in the 1500s. But the Bible is more than 2,000, 3,000 years old, supposedly. So if the Bible is 2,000 years old, this is very interesting because two different nations at two different times had a very or the similar scenario, which are two brothers with same interest. One is a hunter and the other one stays at home. Two brothers with similar faith. One is staying at home and inherits everything, and the one who is a hunter doesn't inherit anything. But these people is one is from the nation of a Hebrew and the other one is a Zulu person. So what is your conclusion? Is this story just a coincidence that two different people from two different times happened to have same scenario? Or you say no, this is exactly the original story and it was twisted so that it will be deceptive. So you decide. I will not give you the conclusion.